Hello, and welcome back to Mr. B Teaches History. Today's lecture will focus on the different unions that played a part in the industrialization of the United States from the middle 19th to the early 20th century. So let's get started. The National Labor Union was the first national labor union in the United States. It wanted to create a national alliance of all the local trade unions and helped found a national union in industries where none existed. It worked to establish an 8-hour workday and used the force of this national union to press for labor reforms. It contained both skilled and unskilled laborers, including farmers, but it did campaign for the exclusion of Chinese from the United States and did little to defend the rights of women and blacks in unionization. The economic depressions of the 1870s and the dismantling of the policies during the Reconstruction after the Civil War is what led to its end. The Knights of Labor was created in 1873 in the collapse of the National Labor Union. At its height, it represented 20% of all workers with nearly 800,000 members. It organized both skilled and unskilled workers and across gender and most racial lines. This led to the creation of a bond and unity of all workers for the same causes. The Knights fought against Asian immigration because they thought Chinese workers were being used to keep wages low. The Knights primarily fought for an 8-hour workday, ending child and convict labor, and a graduated income tax. The false association of the Union with anarchism due to the bombing at the Haymarket strike in Chicago led to declines in their membership. The American Federation of Labor started in 1866 by an alliance of different craft and building trade unions who were disappointed with the Knights of Labor. They focused mainly on improving working conditions and pay rates. They saw the capitalist system as the best path for the betterment of labor instead of attacking the property rights of owners. The union typically only allowed skilled workers to join the union, thereby excluding women and racial minorities, and sanctioned the segregation of local unions within its system to exclude black workers altogether from the union. And while it supported women unionism, it was half-hearted and openly attempted to keep women out of unions and the workforce. The American Labor Union, first called the Western Labor Union, was created from the Western Federation of Miners and former members of the Knights of Labor. They believed that the AFL was too conservative in its unionism. While it started as a miners' union, soon other trades joined the union and accused the AFL of dividing the working class by excluding unskilled labor. However, the ALU did support the Chinese Exclusion Act and excluded or discriminated against many non-white nationalities. It focused on direct action of workers by using rhetoric of political socialism. 3 years after its creation, it took part in the creation of the IWW. Nicknamed the Wobblies, this labor union was founded in 1905 to combine general and industrial unionism to create a large union with various branches in different industries. It was created by a group of socialists, anarchists, Marxists, and radical trade unionists from all over the United States. They aimed to promote worker solidarity and organize all workers as a class of people to overthrow the owner classes. They did not empower leaders to bargain with employers and refused to sign contracts that would restrict their rights to strike to help other workers not connected with their industry. They welcomed all workers, including women, immigrants, African Americans, and Asians. Due to its socialist nature, it was resisted by federal, state, and local governments in the United States. This union was one of the largest labor unions in the United States and the first to have primarily female members. It was created by the union of 7 local New York unions, and they grew large due to the walkout strikes and fire at the Triangle Waist Shirt Factory. It was active in improving the benefits of later contracts and bargained for unemployment insurance funds for its members. In the 1920s, it focused on recruiting African American women. It eventually became affiliated as a branch of the Union of the AFL. This union included both working and upper-class women who supported the efforts of women to organize labor unions and eliminate sweatshop conditions. Many of their organizers were part of the AFL and managed to bring many women into the AFL unions. The league supported many strikes in industries dominated by women, including the garment workers and the Triangle Waist Shirt Factory strikes of the early 1900s. They lobbied federal and state governments for a mandated 8-hour workday, a minimum wage, and safe working conditions, which the AFL resisted because they believed it usurped the role of unions and set a precedent for the government to intrude in this area. They also supported the women's suffrage and equal rights movement.
If you have any questions, comments, concerns, or clarifications you would like to make about this lecture, please leave a comment below. If you learned something new, please consider leaving a like. If you would like to receive notifications of more content like this, please consider subscribing and ringing the notification bell. If you would like to support this channel and creator financially, please check out the links in the description for merchandise or sites that will provide me direct financial support for the work of this channel. Thank you for your time and have a great day. Class dismissed.